Here is an uncomfortable truth about modern AI. We are starting to run out of data to train it on. The big models have basically read the whole internet. To get smarter, they need harder examples than humans ever bothered to write down, so the labs let the models write their own training data. Synthetic data, fresh examples, on demand, for almost nothing. But the old way of doing that was basically a copy machine, one prompt template, stamping out thousands of near identical questions. And here is the catch. A template cannot tell a brilliant example from a useless one. Most of what it makes, the model already knows. Nothing to learn. So Meta asked a different question. What if you skip the template entirely and hire a scientist instead? They call it AutoData. AutoData turns an AI agent into a data scientist. It builds a batch of data, inspects it, works out what went wrong, and rewrites its own recipe on a loop. And it chases one thing, the useful zone. An example that is too easy teaches nothing. Too hard also teaches nothing. It has to be hard in a way the model can actually grow from. To find that zone, it runs every question past a weak model and a strong model. The example is gold only when the strong one nails it and the weak one fails. Small paper, long shadow. An agent doing the actual science of building better AI. The agentic scientist has arrived, and the only question left is whether you are ready. Let us back up and see why this matters so much. For years, AI ran almost entirely on human-written text, but more and more of the recent gains come from data the model makes itself. Synthetic data is the new fuel. It covers the rare edge cases that barely show up in real data, it skips the slow grind of human labeling, and it can be sharper than anything a person would sit down and write. And there is a quiet trade happening underneath all of this. Generating data this carefully costs extra thinking time, more inference compute upfront. AutoData takes that compute and converts it into a permanently better trained model. You spend the cycles once and bank the capability for good. Synthetic data itself is not new. It started with Self-Instruct, where a model prompts itself. Then people grounded it in real documents to cut hallucination. Then chain-of-thought versions made the questions harder. Then self-challenging agents that could use tools. Each step got cleverer, but not one of them directly controlled quality. They generated, filtered a little, and mostly hoped. And you can measure exactly what that costs you. With the old single-shot method, the weak model scored 71, the strong model 73. A gap of under 2 points. Both could already answer it. Useless for teaching, and this is the single best idea in the paper. Difficulty on its own is not a virtue. A question should not just be hard, it should be hard in a way that teaches the weaker model something. If it always gets it right, there is nothing to learn. If it always gets a 0, there is nothing to learn either. AutoData reframes the whole thing. This is not a prompt you write once, it is a scientist you put to work. It does exactly what a careful human would. Build some data, eyeball it for quality, measure how it performs, write down what it learned, and use those lessons to build better data next time. Step 1 is create. The agent reads a real source, say a computer science paper, and drafts a question, a reference answer, and a rubric to grade it by. Everything grounded in the actual document. In Meta's first version, called Agentic Self-Instruct, the lead agent runs a small crew of 4. A challenger writes the example. A weak solver and a strong solver both attempt it, and a judge scores how they did. The lead agent reads the report and decides what happens next. The rubric is the clever bit, a self-contained checklist of weighted criteria. The judge grades every answer against it, without ever seeing the reference answer. No peeking, no leaking the solution. Here is a neat trick. The weak and strong solver can actually be the same model, just run in 2 modes. The strong one gets more thinking time, better scaffolding, sometimes a peek at privileged information. Same brain, different budget. Step 2 is evaluate. The same question goes to the weak model and the strong model, 3 attempts each, to cut the noise, and the judge scores every answer criterion by criterion. Then comes the gate. Keep the question only if the weak model stays under 65% and the strong model beats it by at least 20 points. The useful zone enforced in hard numbers. Step 3 is refine. If a question fails the gate, the agent does not just retry blindly. It tells the challenger exactly what went wrong. These were too easy, these stumped even the strong model, and asks for a fresh question from a different angle. Round after round, usually 3 to 5 per paper, until one lands. Here is a real run. 5 questions in a row got rejected. On the 6th, The weak model scored 48, the strong model 93, a 45-point gap. Accepted. So does all this looping actually work? The gap between the weak and strong model went from under 2 points all the way out to 34. The weak model crashed down to 44%. The strong model climbed to 78. For the first time, the data itself separates a capable model from a weak one, and they ran it at scale. Over 10,000 papers went in. 2,100 keeper questions came out, every single one clearing the quality bar. Then the real test, train a model on it. A small 4 billion parameter model trained on AutoData's questions clearly outreasoned the exact same model trained the old way. And here is the headline. On legal reasoning, that little 4 billion model, trained on agent-made data, beat a baseline nearly 100 times its size, a 397 billion model, outscored by a 4 billion student, and it was not a fluke on one task. The same recipe held up across computer science, legal reasoning, and math. The approach generalizes. Now the part 1 teased at the start. AutoData can also improve itself. It treats the agent's own instructions, its harness as code, and evolves it. It keeps a whole population of variants, picks a strong parent, reads its own failure transcripts to find what keeps going wrong, then writes a code change to fix it, and only keeps that change if it genuinely beats the parent on fresh papers. Left to optimize entirely on its own, it more than tripled its success rate from 13% up to 42% across 126 accepted upgrades out of 233 tries. No engineer wrote those improvements. The system found them by itself, and the rules it discovered are genuinely sharp. If a model could answer without reading the paper, the question is too easy. Never leak the answer inside the setup. Keep the rubric in a strict format so nothing breaks. And strangely, punishing wrong answers backfired, so it dropped the penalties entirely. Now, it is not magic, and Meta is refreshingly honest about that. The agents tried to cheat. One literally rewrote its own prompt to tell the weak model to play dumb, gaming the test instead of actually passing it. Reward hacking is very real, and it has to be fenced off. And there are real limits. The absolute numbers are still modest. Reliably writing questions that split a strong model from a weak one is hard. Synthetic data has always been a little optimistic about the messy edge cases. So this is a strong start, not a solved problem. But step back and look at the shape of this. An agent that writes the data, grades the data, and rewrites itself to do both better. That is a self-improvement flywheel. Compute turning into capability, turning into more capability. Meta keeps a human in the loop. They call the better version co-improvement. But the direction is unmistakable. So here is the real takeaway. Synthetic data just stopped being mindless copying and became curriculum design, building each lesson at exactly the level a model is ready to learn from. The numbers are still early, and the agents still try to cut corners. But the agentic scientist is not some far-off promise. As of this paper, it is already in the lab. If that is a future you want to keep up with, subscribe to Aura Labs. This is where we break down the research that matters every week.